If you guys remember the name Lilly Gaddis, she went viral not too long ago for going on a rant and saying some derogatory things, including the N-word. Well, she just got invited on to Piers Morgan's show on live TV, and you will not believe the things that she said regarding the lady that is going viral now for calling a young black kid the N-word for taking her kid's toy. I want to show you guys that video. Plus, I want to show you a video of her and Candace Owens in their conversation. And then we can talk about this. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. And let's hop into this video right now.
It's been systematic racism. As much as black people and people of color want to talk about systematic racism in the United States, it's quite the opposite. They get preferential treatment when it comes to getting a job, when it comes to getting into colleges. White people, on the other hand, have been getting attacked relentlessly. Look at 2016 and BLM and all the riots. We just had to sit back and watch people burn down our cities and do nothing about it. So the way to fight back against essentially this anti-white hatred that's been systemically, ingrained in U.S. society is with white unity. We don't see white unity on our side.
Hang on. Okay, but hang on. Sorry, just to be clear, this has got nothing to do with anything you've just said. This is a disgusting racist woman who repeatedly spews the N-word, first at a young child, and then at the person taking the video of her, does it with complete impunity, does it numerous times. We are talking about a bona fide, unquestionable racist. So I don't understand why what you've just said to me bears any relation to white unity or anything that you've just said. She's just a racist. End, isn't she? You wouldn't dispute that.
It's not about her. It's not about her. It's about
white people
coming together and supporting another white person. And it doesn't matter.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot.
She said it's about white people coming together to support other white people. Even if what the person did was wrong, you're just going to support them because they're white. That is crazy. That is crazy. And to clear the air, if a black person supports another black person simply because they're black, even if they did something wrong, that's crazy.
Speech in the country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
Mm-hmm. I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, but if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist?
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. Why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist, and you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Well, shame on white people for allowing themselves to be systematically discriminated against in the United States. This is our country. This is a country that should be.
What do you mean your country?
Because I'm white and my
Well, there are no black people in American history. Is that what you're saying? That they've all just landed in America, invading your white country? Is that your position?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Now, look, y'all hear what she's saying, right? Now, people are going to say, well, if something happens to her, that's wrong, right? And I'm not promoting something to happen to her. I don't like, but this is the thing, is that we live in a world where, yeah, what you say does have consequences. It absolutely does. Look at the woman that went viral for the abortion argument she had, right? And even though I sided with her, she was telling the lady, hey, abortion is wrong. They were going at it with each other. she was kind of you know what I'm saying? She was going at her, and the lady was getting upset, and so she punched her in the face. And everyone in the comment section said, well, you can't say certain things thinking that you can get away with it. You triggered her. Is this not the same? So people are going to get triggered by what she's saying, and it's going to cause an uproar. And she needs to understand that you can't go on live TV and just claim to be what you are saying you are and not expect backlash.
Sound. This is stupid. This is stupid and racist, and at some point we have to ask ourselves, do we want to reward this kind of disgusting behavior by platforming it?
I don't disagree, Mark. Listen, I didn't know she was going to say that. I don't disagree with you.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think you knew ahead of time. I'm saying at this moment, someone who's saying it's technically black people were wrong. No, technically Africans were stolen, enslaved, and they built this country. And the idea that you can justify calling a baby the N-word by saying that white people are losing the country is absurd. It's morally bankrupt, and it's honestly besides the point. I mean, these are just distractions from the fact that she wants to justify dehumanizing and even animalizing a small black child. It's disgusting.
Okay, so this is Lilly Gaddis on the Candace Owens show, and they're talking about the initial video that she went viral from, saying the N-word, and pay attention to how innocent they try to make it seem. Pay attention to this because it was the exact opposite of what she showed on the Piers Morgan show. Check this out.
What has been the most difficult part of internet fame?
I would say the conspiracies and like when people get it so wrong and I'm sitting here listening and I'm like, no, it's so wrong. You don't even know what you're talking about.
It never goes away, by the way. I read a conspiracy about myself. I've learned to enjoy them and appreciate them and I'll like send them around to my family. But I read a conspiracy theory the other day that my husband was Jewish. And that was news to me. I was very excited. I said, oh, this is great. Or I guess, like, and then sometimes I'll respond to them and I'm like, can you just show me the website where you're getting this information from? Because I would just love to read it. So I do want to talk about your video because it did make a bit of a splash first and foremost for two reasons. Was because you said the N-word. I'm a person that actually believes don't put it in the music if people can't say it. You obviously were not directing it at a black person. You were saying it in the context that everyone says it in their music. So I had no issues with it at all. But the more important part of your video was, I think the main point that you were delivering is that the internet is not real life. Like women are not all what you see on OnlyFans and what you see on your Instagram page. So I'd like to know what motivated the video, what made you suddenly jump up and do what I'm going to term a Candace or a Kanye rant. And what was your mindset and what did you want people to get from it?
So I had been arguing with my brothers that whole.
So she said that, well, Candace said that her saying the N-word was not aimed towards black people. And she agreed with it wholeheartedly. But then she gets on Piers Morgan's show and says what she says, I'm an unashamed racist. Says that, look, if you think that it was okay and necessary for Shiloh to say what she said to that young black kid, something is wrong. Something internally is wrong with you, especially if you're a Christian and you think that's okay. And I'm going to elaborate on that, after this, but it's not okay. It's not okay. There's nothing okay about that. There's nothing okay about an adult treating a young child, 5 years old, that way. There's no way you can justify that. None. I don't care how upset the world is with black people having privilege. That doesn't give you an excuse to treat a young child like that. No excuse. But let's watch this.
Girls are just like whatever because they listen to these interviews like everyone else, the street interviews that kind of definitely they're digging from the bottom of the barrel. It's not like you're getting your best and your brightest. And they were up there barbecuing and whatever. So I was like, I went into the kitchen. I started, marinating some chicken wings to put on the grill. And I was like, I got to make a video about this because I'm still pissed. So I made a video about it, got flamed for my cooking skills. And and accidentally let a word slip out that people say in a general sense. But yeah, it turned into something it was not supposed to be. But yeah, it was basically just a backyard rant inspired by an angry argument with my brothers.
So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whore and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke niggas.
You see the way she said that? It didn't seem like it just slipped off the tongue. It seemed like she was intentionally saying that to make a point. And even if she wasn't saying it aiming towards black people, now I have no problem. A lot of people say it. A lot of people that aren't black say the N-word. I don't get upset when I see people saying that because it happens. It's everywhere. Like Candace Owens said, it's in the music. I'm not the type of black guy that's going to get mad and say, hey, you can't say that. But what I am going to say is that if I hear you saying the N-word, but then you go on Piers Morgan's show and you say you're unashamed racist and you are siding with a white person for saying something, the N-word to a young black kid in a derogatory way, then yes, now I'm going to say, I don't want you saying it because I know that you're saying it in a derogatory way. You don't like black people. You don't respect your brother and sisters that are of a different color. I just think that that's crazy. I think that that's crazy to side with an adult for saying something like this towards a child, no matter what race. If it was a black lady saying this to a white child, calling him a cracker or calling him, red nose or whatever I don't know, whatever you want to call a white person, a Karen, I don't know. Like, that would be wrong. That's a child. Why do you have to use this language towards a child? And I'm not a liberal. I'm conservative. I didn't vote for Trump because my wife was in a hospital. But if she wasn't, I would have voted for Trump. I'm not a supporter of anything that black people do simply because they're black. I believe in right and wrong. Simple as that. I believe that the situation with Austin and Carmelo could have been avoided by both sides. You could, like, taking a weapon with you, packing a weapon with you in the first place is just, as a child, and you're from an affluent area, you're not in the hood, you don't live in the hood. That right there is a red flag. And then not having the decency to allow him to just stand in your tent. And your father is a professed Christian, so you probably are a professed Christian, but you felt the need to attack him for being in your tent instead of just letting him sit there. Both sides could have avoided the situation by showing love and compassion for each other. So I don't side with Carmelo in that situation. He probably is going to go to prison the way it's looking right now. But it's right and it's a difference of right and wrong. And are you going to choose to be on the wrong side simply because you and the other person have the same skin color or you guys have something in common? And if you are a Christian and think and you think like this, something's honestly wrong with you. And I doubt that you are operating in the spirit. And if you are basing your life off of politics, color, off of gender, any of that, you are wrong. If you are going to side with somebody because of a similarity of the same race, the same side of politics, Republican, Democrat, or the same, if you're a male or female, the same gender or sex, that's wrong. That's not how we base life. We base life off of what's right and what's wrong. And it was wrong for her to go on this TV show and say what she said. That was wrong. And if she get threats and if she got people that want to fight her, she caused that because she said crazy things on TV that sparked hatred into the hearts of other people. We got to understand right and wrong. The Bible talks about the hearts of people growing cold as time and time gets closer to the return of Jesus Christ. And we can see that is happening right before our very eyes. And so don't let that be you. Don't let your heart turn cold. Lean in on Christ. Learn what his will is. Learn what's right and wrong according to his standards so that your heart doesn't turn cold. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. All right. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. I post tons of videos about current events and things happening in the faith, and I give all of my videos with a Christian perspective. My name is Aaron Page. I'll catch you on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.